your girl, Sandra, the Actions with Inspire for Purpose, and we are back with another timely tune-up. Today we're going to be talking about this book, Fast from Wrong Thinking. This pastor, Gregory DeCal, and I think I pronounced that correctly, forgive me if I did not, but this pastor is like really awesome with this book. I found it to be very friendly, user-friendly, and also packed with just a lot of great information and revelation even, and inspiration too, right? So I tell you about this book because I am on now like day 36, because it's a 40-day type deal, and I'm on day 46, and today it's talking about being a thermostat or being a thermometer. Now I know in one of my previous videos in the past I talked about that, right? Being a thermometer or a thermostat. So it was kind of interesting because I'm like, great minds think alike. You know, I'm just one person bringing you this information, but you all have heard this time and time again about thermostats and thermometers. Don't be the thermometer, be the thermostat, where you're setting the temperature. But you know, I want to kind of play around with that a little bit, you know, because sometimes we say things, they're really good cliches and things like that, but does it really make a whole lot of sense? So I really begin to really delve into about being a thermostat versus a thermometer. And I thought, yeah, okay, if I'm a thermostat, I can set the temperature to what I want it to be. I can increase it, I can decrease it. And if I'm that thermometer, I'm going to be affected by that thermostat, right? And that could be a good or bad thing, right? Just depending on how you think about it. It's all about your perception and your perspective. If I'm the thermometer, I'm basically adjusting myself to the ebbs and flows, so to speak, of life, because life is not the same every single day in and out. It's actually very different day to day, as you and I both know. And so sometimes I think, you know, we have to be the thermostat and the thermometer combined. You know, we have to set something and have that set point to what we want to do as far as our thinking, right? Thinking on things above and not below us, you know, and beneath us. We're supposed to be focusing on those good thoughts, right? Those things that's going to bring about good things and produce good fruit in our lives, and not all the negative, because we have the negative around us every single day, all day. Let's just face it. And so, yeah, make a set point to set your thermostat, but also be okay if that thermostat has to increase or decrease, and you have to become the thermometer, and you have to kind of shift and change with the ebbs and flows of life. That's okay. And Deuteronomy 28, it talks about, and he even mentioned it here in his book, but Deuteronomy 28, as I've discussed as well in previous videos, it talks about, if you do this, then you're going to get that. And if you don't do this, well, then you're going to get that, right? So there's blessings and there's curses. And so why don't we just follow the blueprint? Why is it so hard for us to follow the blueprint that was made for us? We were given all of the answers, but there's just something within us, and I don't really understand what it all is, as to why the little things is like the hardest for us to get done. I want you to think about what I said today about the thermometer and the thermostat. Determine if you'll be one or the other, or determine if you'll be both. For myself, well, I'm just both, because I can move with the ebbs and flows of life. Whenever I'm in a situation, the temperature can go up, the temperature can go down, but I can move and groove with that. And if I'm gonna set it to something at a thermostat, this for a particular season or situation, set your thermostat and say, hey, I'm gonna keep it here, and I'm gonna achieve that goal. I'm gonna, you know, make it to the next mission. I'm gonna do whatever it's going to take to be able to get there. So just think about what you're thinking about what you're hearing, and think about what you're saying. Oftentimes, like I say, we hear a lot of things out in the world and on TV and social media, and people put out these things, and it's just like, you know what, is that really it? Is that like the end all be all? And a lot of times it isn't, but we'll take it, we'll run with it, we'll show other people, tell other people about it. And it's like we really need to kind of go deeper and think about some of these things. So I hope that has brought you some semblance of understanding about yourself and how you're operating in the world and in the field of a thermometer and a thermostat. And above all, I just hope that this really inspired you today. So as always, I want to say thank you for joining me here today. And as always, love and light and inspire for purpose. God bless.